a lot of y'all SPM fans don't trip out on this. This is one of my regrets, and I finally said something about it. I regret that I see my homeboy with underage girls, and I didn't say anything. Vato Ramos, busting on two soldados, screaming up pianos, vamos, mexicanos y hispanos, hitting them like an oso, trucha los dos babosos, watching the maricones, haters, suckers, and chismosos. Es la roca tu vida? Do you feel the envidia? Porque no hay salida. When you're hooked on a línea, chale home no hay paro. Porque cagas el palo, jacking from your own familia. Now I was just messing around, dog. Everybody took it seriously, and I was like, that's the whole point of it. Like, they're too serious on the internet. I could say whatever, and they're gonna jump, bro. I could say SPM's dead. They went crazy, bro. Man.
Really?
Yeah, man. Well, I was just testing the waters. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was testing the waters to see how people react. And to this day, I feel I found the formula to how to make it pop, dog. You know, and it's sad that I did it, but it worked, man. Look. What I'm about to tell you, you're gonna trip out. These are some of the regrets that I have. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all don't trip out. A lot of y'all SPM fans don't trip out on this. This is one of my regrets. And I finally said something about it. I regret that I see my homeboy with underage girls, and I didn't say anything. I regret that. But at that time, when I seen him with chicks, you don't go checking IDs like, oh, let me stop you, dog. She looks underage. Let me get her ID, or how old is she? You don't do that, man. This is South Park Mexican, a powerful man, and he's not having that, dog. You can't check him. Plus, I'm staying in his warehouse. The heck, I'm gonna start giving him the 5th degree. Oh man, what are you doing? This ain't right. Or man, I would have been kicked out so fast, you know. But that was my regret that I didn't do that. But then again, at that time, now that I sit back and look at it, this is 23 years later. In 23 years, I've grown. This is 23 years ago, bro. And 23 years ago, I was a different man. I wasn't mature like this, like the way I am now. I hadn't gone through enough life experiences now to value the fact that, hey, man, there was something going on bad, and I didn't put my foot down and stop it, dog. You know, I just watched it because I didn't know what to say at that time. I was not in a position to say nothing. The moment I would have said something, either told on his ass, I would have been called a snitch. Oh, he's snitching. I would have been known as a dude. Oh, that's Juan, the one that brought down South Park Mexican. He told on them for chicks, you know, because that's the mentality people have.
Yeah.
They're going to attack you, bro. But that's one of the regrets that I have, man, that I didn't say nothing when I seen that stuff. And I held it in for a long time, bro. And that's a regret that I have about my younger days.
Okay.
But last time I didn't speak on it enough because, like, with all respect, I was trying to, man, I'm not going to lie. I know that the minute I'm going to say something, I'm hurting his daughter, his mother, his people. Like, the minute I start saying this dude did bad, a lot of people are going to get their feelings hurt. They're going to be just crushed, man. I don't want to crush nobody. Look, the dude's already locked up and he's doing his time. So no matter what we say, we can't punish him more than what he's being punished right now.
Right.
His father died while he was in jail. He doesn't have freedom like us, you know? He's doing 20, he's going on 23, 24 years now, you know?
Yeah.
So he's paying for his crime. So really trying to beat up on a man that's in jail is not my style. So I pulled away, you know?
You're right.
But now the people that I was trying to protect are turning on me. So I'm like, man, or they're old enough to accept it too, you know, like, God forgive me, and I hope his daughter doesn't take offense to it, but hey, man, you old enough to know now and about what's up, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the only way I'm going to put it.
You know, you had mentioned, and I only bring it up because, once again, you had mentioned it. You saw him with underage girls, and you said, you know, I never checked IDs. I get it. Was this a common thing, or was this a one-time thing?
Nah, on the cool, it wasn't a one-time thing. I seen him different times with different chicks, man, and it
Yeah.
was I just kept my distance, man.
Yeah.
As for me, I went after chicks that were my age, and
Right.
you know, and I wasn't gonna be able to respond for anybody else. One of the reasons that my name never came up in none of his stuff, never ever, my name never ever came up, because I know better, man. I know better than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The homeboy just, that was his liking, dog, and there's nothing I can do, you know?
Like, what was the reason? What was his attraction to younger girls, from what you know of?
Man, I have no idea, bro, and I can't speak for the man.
Right.
Because I can't comprehend that. Like, I don't know. It's not me, man, so I couldn't tell you. It's like this man likes chocolate milk, and I like strawberry milk. I can't tell you why he likes chocolate milk. He's just, that's just him.
Yeah.
You know, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
And me saying that, dang, bro, it's just a sad situation.
Yeah, yeah. Now you as an artist and being with Dope House, when he got arrested, did you get any shit?
Nah, man. Actually, I was the one that was driving into some appointments, trying to make sure that he was good, and then he ended up violating his bond because he was on bond for the assault on a 9-year-old,
Yeah.
which wasn't true.
Okay.
That isn't true. But he violated his bond. This is true. What he did violate his bond one was getting caught in a room with a 15-year-old girl. So even though he didn't do it to the 9-year-old, the fact is that he did get caught in a room with some underage chicks while he was on bond for even though it was an alleged assault. The fact is that he broke that bond. And I'm thinking to myself, who does that, bro?
Yeah.
They're accusing you, bro, of some stuff. Catch your snap. Nah, the homeboy went and it was my homeboy Uchi that picked up these chicks, and they were chilling, and just so happened one of the parents said something, and they ended up getting with Los and revoking his bond, and that's how it ended up with the 45 years, because it wasn't just that. Also, when he went into the rehab, because they sent him to rehab, he was going to only do like 2 years probation.
What type of rehab was this?
Sexual offenders.
Oh,
rehab.
wow.
Yeah, well, it was like a rehab. Anyways, in there, he hooked up with a chick, and he got kicked out of the rehab. And the chick's dude told the chick that if you don't file charges on this man, he's going to, like, divorce her or leave her or whatever.
Right.
So she had to say that she got raped by Los in the rehab. So when they kicked him out, I think that's when he went back to court, and that's when all those things that I'm talking about,
Right,
was what led the judge to say you get 45 years. It wasn't one case where it was the main case about that little girl, but he had all this other stuff under him.
Yeah.
And
Priors.
that's why they were like, man, look at this. You just violated your mom with a underage chick. You just got kicked out of the rehab now they said you raping. Yeah, they gave him 45, man.
Wow. Well, I know he was denied parole, but now what is your relationship with his family, his daughter, his
No
mother?
relationship at all, no more. Like, they're attacking me because I'm telling y'all what I'm saying now, and it's
Right.
not. There are no lies. I'm not trying to attack the man. I'm not gonna say he's a sleaze or nothing. He's not. He's a lyrical genius. He's a good musician. As far as an individual outside the music, it's for y'all to judge, man.
Right.
Just let the facts lay where they at, and then you judge on your own. You tell me after reading the paperwork, after me just telling you right now what I know.
Right.
Because I was there, man. I just didn't partake.
Yeah. After this question, we can move on if you like. If he would have got out and made parole, would have sat down with him and talked to him?
Nah, it's over, man. That's it. It was over when he got locked up, man, on the cool.
Right.
But if he would have came out right now, it was not the same anymore. I don't feel that way about hanging out or being around him or wanting to collaborate with him or
Right.
none of that. It's not the same, man. Like, once you your eyes are open, it's
Yes.
hard to shut them again.
You know, and I'm glad you said it that way. I watched.
Oh my God, bro.
Yes,
He did it.
he did it.
He did it, bro.
So now my question to you is this: if he walked into the room right now and I walked out, would there be anything you would want to ask him?
Nah, I wouldn't want to. I don't want to talk to him anymore. Like, I don't want to be around him. I don't want to say anything to him.
If he put out his hand, would you at least shake it?
Nah, that's not cool no more, man.
Yeah.
Because if I would like, man, the regrets that I have were kind of like because of him. You know, like me feeling that I should have helped people. You know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, nah. And you're the one I needed to help him from. I'm not gonna shake your hand, bro. Ain't no, we're not cool like that no more.
Yeah.
Now that I'm aware of victims and people, and
Yeah.
nah, I'm more passionate and more considerate now about how hurt people are, and we got to do something about that, man. So no, I couldn't shake his hand. It's not cool.
Why do so many people, and I think this is the problem that I think Cali has. When I say Cali, Los Angeles, everybody out there, why do so many people here in Houston still support or believe that he's innocent? What is your biggest?
Because, well, it's not everybody.
Okay.
It's just the young generation.
Okay.
That wasn't brought up with the facts. They're just jamming his music, not knowing the backstory.
Okay.
So, and all they hear are bits and pieces of this and that. So they're like, they're not believing none of it. They're just in doubt, man. They're like, as much as, and also they're not just in doubt, it's also processing the fact that one of your favorite artists is not who you think he is or how he is. You know? Because my homeboy said a bunch of subliminals in his music, like, my third wife ain't even born yet. You know, like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, like he threw a bunch of subliminals about dating young chicks in his music all through his career. And to me, that was speaking. It was telling y'all, man. He's telling y'all.
He's telling you.
He's letting you know what his likes are. But y'all aren't catching it. Y'all aren't, it's not going through to you. Like, I didn't pick up on it for the longest, man.
There was a rapper that I knew, came out in the 90s, and he wrote a song, and it didn't age well. Because in the song, he was talking about girls, and then he says, as long as they're 13 on up.
Oh, yeah, that's not cool either.
Okay, this is what he said. As long as they're 13 years old, 13 and up. Okay, so somebody asked him, what did you mean by that? And he said, well, why don't you ask me how old I was when I wrote that?
Oh.
He goes,
Oh,
how old
who
were
was
you? He goes, I was 16, and that was my girlfriend.
I understand now. It didn't age well.
Right.
But if a man would have heard that not knowing the backstory,
Right.
you're only going to make your assumptions, you know?
Yeah.
You're going to judge. Be like, what? This old vato, what? And you're probably thinking in your mind, this dude's over 18, you know? Because that's immediately what you think of.
Of course.
Because you don't think of artists being so young, man.
Right.
You know, we don't think of people. Only young artists I've ever known is like young Michael Jackson, you know, or like
Of course.
nobody in their 13s or 14s. It just doesn't hit you. When you think artists, you think of people 18 and up, 21 and up in their 20s, whatever, you know.
Right.
And then you hear that number, you judge immediately. Voila.
Yes. You know what concerns me about this generation, especially about young women? They don't mind talking about their body count.
They should be ashamed.
They should be ashamed, you know. And look, and we've all known that we're not going to lie to ourselves. And I don't say this. I actually say this shamefully that I knew girls growing up that were 13, 14, 15, 16 years old that had already like boned half of the hood. You know, and these guys were 16, 17, 18 themselves. You know, and still having quinceañeras dressing in all white doing their Virgin March, you know.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. But now with today's social media and OnlyFans, you know, all these girls that are showing their nudes, their bodies and everything. Can you imagine when they're abuelitas?
And their kids see that, man.
Their kids see that. grandma right there wearing booty shorts or G-string and
No respect for yourself.
no respect. No respect.